Welcome back to the Crooked Spine Show. As we get older, do we choose to age gracefully, or do we buy into the marketing that there's always a way to look and stay younger? In today's talk, we talk about ageism, and as we get older, what are some things we can do to look and feel beautiful and young? We talk about simplicity in our makeup, if we're women or men sometimes, also too in our clothing, also in our jewelry and how we look. Also, does exercise help us age gracefully, along with attitude, routine exercise and friends? Also, hydration and sun, is that important in certain degrees and amounts to stay healthy and age gracefully, along with alcohol and smoking? And do we accept our imperfections in our bodies, in ourselves, and our personalities? And overall, do we have confidence and do we smile enough to look and feel young? All right, let's go right to the talk, and I will hear from you afterwards.
The topic is, for corporate, is beauty is ageism. Okay, just to define it, if you're a philosopher, is beauty is what people perceive as good to them, right? Okay, perception. Perception is sometimes not reality for most people, but perception is what people see, what people feel. How do I perceive you? Is that beautiful to me? Everyone's different. Ageism, when I look it up to, it's prejudice or criticism against someone because of their age. Okay? If you're talking about beauty, how things work, yeah, I'm going to go right here. Move it out. Okay. Got it. Same. It is how do you, the topic, you combine those words together, how right now in society, look at a magazine and watch TV, how is beauty portrayed? How do you think beauty is? What's beautiful for most people, say on the magazine or TV?
No flaws, great body.
Really?
Not
reality.
Not reality. Okay. They want people to see. You want to be able to do Marilyn Monroe. Okay. Tom Cruise. Maybe we'll talk. Tom Cruise is only like 5'6", 5'7". Don't tell him I told this. Probably still beat me up even though he's short. But he's very small. But they portray him as being a big guy. My brother worked on Mission Impossible 1, the first one. He was like probably 10 now. And he said they had to digitally enhance his biceps when he's on the wall, on the cliff, because his biceps weren't big enough. To make him see like he was a bigger guy. Wow. Okay, or a stronger guy. We talk about beauty as being looking young, no flaws, looking trim or like no body fat at all, perfect hair, perfect eyes, perfect lashes, perfect lips, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 5 fingers, I guess that's a normal thing. I don't know. Five fingers on one hand. So a lot of it is beauty is perceived as, especially in California, Southern California, as being perfect. Okay? Reality, not so much. Not even close. Okay? People have on their phones now filters. Take a picture. I'll take a picture with a filter on there so I look better versus being natural. Okay? Can we go back to, listen to a YouTube video this morning, is back to natural beauty versus fake beauty. Why do people and why do companies portray fake beauty? Where that's not a real or average beauty. Why do they do that?
To sell. It's
yes.
for the company.
Exactly, to sell, to market, to sell a product, to sell a face lotion, to sell makeup, to sell hair products, to sell this workout, to sell this diet. Okay? People that I see, you see a 30-second commercial for like a body gym workout thing. The guy's probably in his early 20s, just ripped, no body fat at all, perfect tan, perfect hair, everything.
Reggie's right behind you.
Perfect everything.
Right here, Reggie.
They're giving the result of what they expect people to see. Okay? The problem is when you have that expectation, when you aim for that, are you going to fail 100% of the time? Are you going to be 24 years old? No, I'm not going to be 24 years old. Okay? But can they get someone that's my age? There's a very simple way to make people like what you do, like what you say. It's called like attracts like. To make someone, it's called like, L-I-K-E, attracts like. So similarities attract each other. Magnetic. Okay? So what happens is, if they show me someone that's my age, how old do you think I am, by the way?
62.
62, thank you, Brian. No, 44? Close, 45.
Okay.
Okay? But most people think sometimes I'm younger because I don't look wrinkled, I don't look blah, blah, blah. And a lot of it is, as you know already, is personality. So if they show me someone on TV, go ahead and move that because I want to see your pretty face, okay? Please. See it flower the whole time. We're here for 4 hours today, right? We're here for 4 hours, so make sure we have enough time for this. So, how do they show me someone that's like me, not someone that's going to be out of my ballpark? Okay? Right now they're showing people that are more, sometimes in some marketing, people that are more normal people. And what is the benefit of showing someone that's normal? It's you're showing someone that I can relate to.
Well, because then you have people that are normal and don't want to be fake. They say if she can look that way, then society will accept me as I am too. That's sad that people think that way.
And a lot of it is you're similar, so I can get them.
Right.
You're showing me something that I can actually reach and attain. Okay, so they focus more on that as a form of beauty to help me. And when I say beauty for me, it's healthier. How can I look and feel healthier? What's the one thing you can do? The one thing, I put 2 fingers up. One thing to help you feel more beautiful.
Will you exercise?
Yes. Eat better. Exercise. What else?
Take care of yourself.
Good.
Exercise.
So general concepts.
Take care of yourself.
What can you do no matter what health you're in, health state, without moving to feel more beautiful or, in that sense, beautiful?
Have a good self-esteem.
Good. And when you have good self-esteem, what does your face do when you have good self-esteem?
You always smile. You feel good about yourself. You can laugh at yourself, smile.
When you smile, it makes you feel younger,
Right?
makes you look more beautiful, makes you actually want, and what it does too, it makes the other person do what? If they're in a decent mood, smile too.
Look happy.
What's that?
Happy.
Exactly, happy. It makes you the perception of you're happy. You may not be, but if you have that perception, that makes the other person feel good, it makes you feel good. When you change something in your body's expression, it makes you feel good. Like Brian had mentioned too, when you work out, when you physically exercise, it makes your inside body change, your hormone levels change, and your body's chemistry to actually want to feel better. So you can change your attitude, change how you feel by moving your body. Certain foods, as we know, doesn't have to be a rocket scientist, is make you feel healthier. It makes you feel, yeah, get a nap.
Yeah, that's all that fast food.
Yes.
It's good, but then you're
It
tired.
feels great. You go, you're like, yes, and all of a sudden, bye-bye. Nap time. Okay, like that, I just don't feel good. We have to figure out what is beautiful to us as we age. And it's not going to be the $400 lotion we use in our body that takes all the wrinkles away so we look 20 years old anymore. Does that mean it lasts an hour, a couple hours, and all of a sudden I have to take my makeup off? I look back to my normal self. What happened? Can we be happy? And one thing, can we be happy with ourselves? Where we are now, can we do a little bit more if we want to? Again, it's always up to you to feel happier, healthier, and more beautiful to ourselves first.
Happy with them.
Can we look in the mirror and go, I'm happy with you? Can I look in the mirror and go, I'm happy with your flaws? Okay, my ears, when I go get my haircut done, I always tell the new hairstylist, my ears are off by about 3 inches, so just tilt my head to make it look even. I think my mom pulled my right ear more than my left. So a lot of it is, can you, and when we're younger, right? If you remember when we're back in teenage years or junior high, we all had flaws. We were very aware of them. We're like, please don't talk to me. I'm not going to look at you. I'm gonna hold the wall up during dances or anything I'm going to.
Right.
Now that we're getting a little bit older, I'm like, okay, I had this body for a long time. It's not going to change a lot. What can I do a little bit here and there to make myself feel better, make myself and my mind perception feel like I am where I want to be, which is for me a healthier state. And over time, make sure I maintain that for myself. When we get older, we worry about what other people think. We finally realize it doesn't matter.
Right.
Nobody cares. Okay, I have to care about myself first, and then hopefully, maybe, that'll magnetize people to realize how important it is to me. Everybody's different. And some people, and I listened to a talk to this morning, is very little people buy expensive, after 40 years old, they buy expensive face lotion, hair lotion, things that make them look better. They go, okay, what's the point here? Most people will buy their stuff from Target or Walmart, which is fine, because that's enough for them. Okay, it's very simple. Can you make yourself look good with a good brush, a good comb? Maybe hair dryer if you want to go crazy, like some people do. Okay, but over time, again, it doesn't matter. And I talked to a lady yesterday, she came in at my office. She was upset about this, had problems here. I said, but your hair looks great today. She goes, well, thank you. So let's give her a little bit of, hey, I am pretty good. I am where I need to be. You know, you have a good smile today. Thank you. So can we find the beauty in people, maybe their looks, which is beauty by definition, I guess, and or their personality, and or their smile. If someone is grouchy and grouchy per se, and everything that comes out of the mouth is kind of a negative thing, does that make them feel older or younger?
Older.
Older, it's unanimous, right? If you have actually where everything hurts. If you ever watched that movie, Grumpier Old Men? Classic. To the extreme, right? But a lot of it is, it's satire, it's sarcasm when they have the movie, but when someone has attitude, no one wants to be in there with them.
Right.
Unless you're a grouchy person too. You can both be miserable together. You know, misery attracts company, per se, something like that. But a lot of it is, can we ourselves attract and be someone that's going to be healthier state, and at that point look and feel healthy by your smile, by your attitude, by your walk, how you do. At that point, keep things going that way. Okay? And so we talked about too, how does working out make you feel healthier or more of a beautiful state? How does that work? How does working out do that? How does going for walks? How does stretching do that? How does that make you look and feel healthier and more beautiful? What do you think?
You can still do it.
You can do it, right? You can still show up every day.
Yeah.
Good. Does that change your attitude when you do it every day?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
How does it change your attitude?
Makes you feel good about yourself that you're still able to do things that God gave you.
Then you're more grateful for what you have, right?
You keep working at it. Like I tell some of my residents, I have some residents that are worse off than some, and I tell them, you know what, so-and-so does it. She's worse than you, but she still tries. You need to try.
Yeah, try.
Come out of your room.
It's finding out what you can do. At that point, work on that first.
Yeah.
And when you can do that, like you mentioned, at that point, find what you can do, and from there, build on top of that. And when you do that, what you can do, what your levels are, wherever you are physically, at that point, it gives you the confidence. You maybe I can do a little bit more.
Right.
I think the number one goal is to get them out of the room.
Yeah.
And realize sometimes doctors are the worst people for patients to talk to because they're told, well, if it hurts, take your medication.
Yeah.
Lie down. Don't move. If it hurts, don't move. So what happens when you do that, it gets weaker. Exactly, it gets worse. So you have the idea, if I move, it hurts, I got to be careful. I got to be cautious.
Not all said.
And the downside of that too is going to be now you get weaker and tighter, and your habits are not moving, so it's hard to break that habit. It's hard to go back to a normal, I gotta move where I might get uncomfortable, might be a little sore when I start, but from there over time we'll get better. It's finding that motivation, maybe yourself hopefully, or someone else, or you're telling them, hey look, let's do a little thing today. Let's just move your feet, let's move your ankles. Let's get you out of the feet for a quick walk around the building. Okay. Can I try that with you? And if that doesn't kill you, can you feel better tomorrow? Can we do one thing today to make it feel better tomorrow? That feels good for a couple days. Can we do something else tomorrow that may be out of your comfort zone, give you a little bit more balance, a little more strength, more motivation, with more confidence, get yourself to realize, hey, I have to move to stay strong, relax, and help my mentality too, my aptitude. So my overall body gets healthier and stays healthy. And I slowly get healthier to feel like I'm not 105 years old. At that point, maybe meditations are holding me back versus helping me. You start thinking different outside the box. What else can I do to get healthy? Once you have that little bit of initial momentum, what else can I do? What else can I do? Can I eat a little bit better? Can I do little things around my place to actually help myself every day build a habit over time to stay where I stay more fit, to feel healthier in my sense, my perception of being more beautiful to me. What else can I do? Any questions about that? Do you guys see the ageism as being an issue? That just gets
Not to me.
yeah.
Some people like that.
And there is concern with, for example, businesses that hire sometimes older people. Will they have medical conditions? Will they have problems to take care of? But realize sometimes when I deal with people in their 50s and 60s, they actually work harder and are more efficient with companies, businesses, than younger people. The reason is they're self-motivated. When they were younger, they had to go. I was talking to a guy yesterday, and he said, when I was a kid, my dad gave me a lawnmower and an edge and said, hey, go make some money.
Yeah.
Right?
Go to the neighborhood and go cut some lawns.
Yeah, try that on
If you want to go
nowadays.
If you want to go buy a bike for yourself, a little BMX, whatever it is, here's my tools. Go talk to neighbors, go mow the lawn. That was his work ethic started when he was a kid to get things to where he is now. He's 54, 55 years old now. But he works harder, gets more results than the younger kids that are coming out of high school and college because he had that push initially. So the old generation, when I say older, over 50 sometimes, and 45 again, I'm considered old by beauty standards. I'm going downhill quick. Okay, going downhill fast. Is because of work ethic, you have ability to work harder than people that are younger than you.
It also has a lot to do mentally,
Yes. Why?
because you don't think old. I don't think old.
Good. Good. You don't use that word very often, right?
No.
O.L.D.
No,
O.L.D. is kind of it's kind of a word where people
it's
get
not
categorized.
part of what I feel, part of who I am. I am who I am,
Good.
and I'm comfortable as I get older.
Yes. And you have the mentality of, hey, I'm going to do whatever I can do and keep going.
Within whatever age I am.
Yeah.
That's all it is. But you have that attitude. Did attitude come first, or doing things that way come first for you? I forget your name. What's your name again?
What is it?
What's your name again? What's your name?
Mary B.
Mary B. Got it in my head. Okay, got it. So Mary B., what came first, your attitude to feel that way, or was it what you did to feel younger, or to not feel your age per se?
I don't take age as a serious thing.
Good.
I am who I am, and I live within my age.
Mhm.
Why do you think that you have that attitude, though? Where'd the attitude come from?
Because you feel good about yourself.
Just my own positive thinking.
Good. And your habits too, correct?
Yes,
A combination of both.
absolutely.
When I talk to my patients, it's called PMA, positive mental attitude, PMA.
Yeah,
And when you have that,
yeah, positive thinking, positive
Exactly.
attitude.
it allows you to perceive yourself in a realistic sense that you are as young as you want to be, as happy as you want to be.
Exactly.
You control your environment, you control your attitude. Let other people dictate that to you.
My brother-in-law says age is just a number.
Mhm.
Some people
Yeah.
that are older they can do things. Some people that are younger don't want to do anything, just sit around and
It's
get
more
older.
of what you do, how you apply your age.
Right.
And anything with age comes wisdom, yes, but you have to be able to apply that too. So, and like you said, some people, they have sometimes a negative attitude, and that perceives in how they act too. And do you think, as we get older, whatever attitude you had, say, 10 years ago, is it hard to keep or easier to keep?
Probably harder.
Why harder?
They don't want to do it.
But if someone has a positive attitude
Oh,
10
then
years
they'll
ago,
do it. Oh, yeah.
but So it kind of gets reinforced through the years.
Right.
What you're doing, you justify to yourself sometimes how to maintain that attitude, good or bad. The problem is, as we get older, we have a negative attitude. Despite scientific research, negative attitude will require you to have more medical problems, require more medications. And that leads to less physical health, less mental health, and less physical ability.
I think also depression, because then they get depressed where they're going to get the money for all these crazy medications they want.
Huge.
Right.
Your income doesn't change when you get older.
No.
So how do you, so that kind of snowballs, that whole attitude, what's going on with my health, everything. So when you really understand, as you guys do here, how do I control my own health? A lot's going to be the attitude, and also your activities.
But it's kind of sad though, because if you've got a good mind like Mary B,
Yes.
and then you're just bombarded with, let's say, 15 medications that's going to cost you an arm and leg, then it puts you in a different state of mind. Then from going here, you start going down here. That's sad.
And can you also talk to your doctor or your nurse or PA or even your just a health advocate and go, do I have to really be on all those medications?
Right.
Is this really required? Or if I have to be right now, how do I change my diet, my lifestyle, my activity level so I can get off the medications?
That's what I did.
There you go. See, Mary B is the example.
I was using these medications years ago. Why do I still need them? I don't feel that I need them. You know?
Yeah. And what did your doctor respond to that? How did your doctor respond?
Well, you take what you feel you need. Well, I said, I don't need all of these.
Yeah.
So I take 5 a day and that's it. That's it.
And can you even get off of some of those 5 too?
Yeah.
I don't know. But you realize the average senior over 65 years old is taking about 10 medications a day.
Wow.
And again, how are you going to pay for that? You know, if you don't have insurance that covers that all the time, what do you do?
Right.
So like you're doing too, Mary B, is really understanding how do I control my own health, or find someone to help me understand why do I need all these medications. What else can I do?
Why do I really need it? Is what I say to the practitioner that comes to see me.
We had a talk about probably 2 months ago is finding a doctor that will actually listen to you. Like you brought up, Mary B.
Yeah.
Find a doctor that can actually listen to you and realize the doctor you're assigned to doesn't have to be your doctor. It's your health insurance. It's you. You're in charge of that. So can you find someone that's going to be on your page? Hey, look, I'm here. Yes, I understand. How do I get to a better state and maintain that physically and mentally by maybe not taking those medications? What can I take? And doctors are very ignorant of this because they know this too. What can I take naturally? What can I eat naturally to help subsidize the medication you're giving me now with all the side effects? What can I do on my own to take what can I eat at the grocery? What kind of vegetables, fruits can I have that negates the medication you're giving me now? You know, and it's not going to be everything. It could be something that you're doing. Because realize the medication you take, they all have side effects. Doesn't matter what it is. All have side effects. Short term can affect the liver and kidneys. Long term can affect the brain. And by moving more, helps negate that effect on the brain by causing more blood flow. The more you move, the more blood flow you get. What you're doing too is really how do I stay active with the right attitude, give you the confidence to keep moving. We're humans, right? We're humans, all of us are. At least I am. Okay? I have good days and bad days. I have days where I want to work out, some days that I don't want to work out. My dog, even though she lost her leg last month, she still wants to go for a walk every day. Every morning and night. So I got to be ready for that. And I don't mind either, too. So I get up in the morning, I'm like, okay, let me do my stretches, let me drink my water, then we'll go for the walk.
Does he have an artificial?
No, I just, she's a tripod now. She has 2 front legs and 1 back leg. But she comes up fine. She wants to go for a run still. She's a little bit exhausted after the run, so tired. She wants to go. So I use that energy to go, okay, I'm going too.
You're doing so good, huh?
Exactly. The little dog can do it with 3 legs. I can do it with 2 legs, and I'm healthy. And that's the thing is, can we perceive that as someone, okay, if they can do it, why can't I do it?
Yeah.
If Brian can do it, Mary B can do it, Laura can do it, what else can I do? Well, can I talk to them? Hey, I'm here. I haven't gotten where you are yet, but what can I do to get there? Someone that's gotten there with that attitude like you guys have here too, those people you want to pick their brains. I always follow the rule of not to reinvent the wheel. Never reinvent the wheel. It's too much work. What has someone done, and how do I get there over time to give myself the ability to actually feel better, look healthier, and be internally healthier by the right attitude? Realize sometimes it takes time too. It doesn't happen overnight. It may take 2-3 months to get to a better, healthier state and give yourself that window. Because Brian can walk 10 miles a day, I may not be able to. And I do 1, then 2, then 3. And what does Brian do when he's not walking? Keep his body healthy to walk. Does he hydrate well? Does he stretch? What else does he do? How's he work on his posture?
Mentally.
Exactly. What's his attitude like when he gets in the morning? I'm gonna just follow Brian around one day and just videotape him all day long. You know? but can we find people like that that maybe we not have full motivation ourselves to feed off their motivation, their results? And right now I'm watching NBA playoffs. Great players, some of them are good, some are bad. But how do you get to look at them and go, how do they keep going? How do they keep going? What's your attitude like? I read a book on it's about athletes psychology of athletes, your mindset. A lot of it is they stay so focused. Once they're in the game, it's just a game. They don't overthink it. But there's a period of where you have the range of where a healthier state is. When you go beyond that, it's only very short term. You drop way down here. Can you find the range to keep your mind and body in? At that point, it stays healthy for a long time. You don't burn yourself out. Okay? Any questions at all? Questions? Nothing yet? And one thing too, coming summer, we just had, what day is today? July 11th. 2 days ago, we had the first summer heat. Like, here we go, right? On Sunday. So we're like, okay, now what do we do? What do we have to do now to keep our skin and body feeling and looking good?
Drink more
Water, hydrate. Okay? Even right now, in the summer, at least, having a little more salt is okay. Why?
Because when you sweat, you lose your salt.
Maintains.
Exactly, it helps retain water in your muscles. Muscles, they contract for sodium chloride. If you need sodium chloride to actually work properly. Not chlorine, chlorine is a toxin, but chloride that allows muscle contraction to occur. So having a little more salt in your diet allows you to maintain your muscles from cramping, also your skin from dehydrating. What else should we do when we go outside?
Suntan lotion.
Sunblock. Or if you have a normal lotion you use already, sometimes lotions have SPF 15 or 10 in there too. Okay. Is the sun healthy for you? No. What's that?
No.
Why
Well,
not?
it is if you're out there enough for like
Yeah, you're not going to
4 hours at a time.
Oh,
You're not going to bake at 350 for 20 minutes, right?
No.
So can you get out enough, 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, where your skin has contact with the sun, short sleeve and pants are fine, shorts are fine too, because that sun allows your skin to produce vitamin D. Vitamin D is an antioxidant, helps your muscles, helps your skin, and your collagen stay healthy. 10 minutes a day. If you go for a walk now, that's 10 minutes. Earlier in the evening is the best, obviously, because you're not going to bake. You know? But find time to get yourself out there and enjoy what we have in Southern California, which is the sun. We don't have humidity here either, which is nice. You ever gone to humid state in humid summer? How does that feel?
Texas, awful.
Yeah. Why awful? What does humidity do?
Breathe.
Yeah. Heavy air. And now you sweat like the Dickens, my grandma used to say.
I don't know how people back east live. During the summer it's hot, as you know where. And then the winter they have got snow and they got floods. And
My grandparents are from back east of Philadelphia. So you go there every summer for a month, And we switch off between my grandparents in Hawaii, Philadelphia's extremes, and for Christmas. The summer, and we're not used to it, so I'm like, okay, here we go. But what do they do? They acclimate to it, right? That their body is acclimated to that actual environment, they can handle it. They can figure it out. And the bugs too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bugs. Worry about flies here. They have in Florida. I visited my cousin last 2 springs ago for his daughter's wedding. They have these screens over their back patio. It's like a metal screen because they have these big bugs that will attack you.
That's not scary.
It's like a science fiction movie or something, right? They'll attack you, yeah. So I'm like, what is this? I'm like, oh, those are the bugs. I'm like, you have those type of bugs? Yeah, we have those type of bugs. Crazy. So we're blessed, and I say blessed, grateful, that we don't have humidity or the bugs that other states deal with every day. All right? And go back to ageism too. Realize a lot is going to be, as you guys know already, is you have the confidence and the years to go, am I going to worry about my lips, my hair, my eyebrows, my cheeks, my little wrinkles here and there as I get older?
Nope.
No. Once in a while we'll go out, my wife and I will go out to take the kids to my dog out to Malibu. There's a little shop further up the coast past Zuma Beach. We'll go there and you can tell who's had their lips done, their cheeks done, their nose, their everything done. Come on. And as you get older, when someone has something done, what happens 5 years later?
You start to sag.
So what do?
Go get another one if you have
Get another surgery.
If you're vain.
You get those Botox shots too. And when you get Botox shots, what happens? It may tighten up your skin a little bit for a month, maybe 2 months, but the doctor knows we'll schedule you 2 months from now because you don't want to do it again.
Oh, good Lord.
Then what happens if the doctor does something wrong?
No. Then they see someone else.
Well, you're disfigured.
Yeah, you look like me, your ears are off for the rest of your life, right? You're off. But that's the thing is, once you get to that vanity level, where your beauty is your perception of what you have to be, then that costs you money, time, and what happens if you don't have that? It costs your self-esteem. I think. It makes your whole person go, I need that high maintenance level. If not, my self-esteem just drops. Okay? How does alcohol or smoking affect your beauty?
Ages you.
Ages you how?
Well, ages you with your skin, and then it messes up inside your innards. So you're just messed up from one point to the other.
So you look older than you actually are sometimes.
Yeah, you can age 10, 15 years just behind alcohol and drugs.
And talking about self-esteem too, you're going to want to maintain that to make sure you feel good. You may not look good. You might be okay with that. You may not look good to yourself. I mean, I say you may not look healthy, but it'll help your self-esteem if you continue to feel good because you're drinking or smoking. Some people, it's their lifestyle. They can't stop. Okay? There are some programs out there now that are more effective, but when you're in that realm, especially California, I'm sure what cigarettes are today, but they're very expensive. People would rather pay for cigarettes than the medications. Because you're that addicted psychologically and physically to that cigarette, that tobacco, or that drug, or that alcohol. I did talk last week with a rehab center in Bloomington. They're kind of different places too. A lot of it is people addiction starts here, and then they're using that drug or alcohol to help them feel better, help them feel mentally that they're okay. In their mind, they're beautiful. If you want to go that extreme. The problem is, the center is based on loving the clients, the people in the center too. At that point, that gets your self-esteem up. Realize, hey, look, maybe it's not me. I have to let someone help me. And getting off medications or drugs or alcohol to make them feel good inside first, feel beautiful inside first. At that point, get back to your natural health. And realize, hey, I need to get a job. I need to clean up myself. I need to have better hygiene. I need to eat better. I need to exercise more. So I feel better naturally, not by perception, because the drug are out to make me look good. All right. So, and then when I did my talk, like what you're talking about, you can actually benefit even if you're not under a drug or medication. If you have the right attitude and realize we control some of our environment, sometimes you don't, but the confidence you have in yourself allows you to understand, how do I perceive myself as being healthy, as being beautiful, as being responsible, as being a normal, I guess, citizen, and be responsible too. You know, sometimes we don't realize we're, like you mentioned, Gloria, being grateful is a way to have the perception of, okay, where I am now is great. Okay, I'm thankful for what I have. How do I give that back to somebody else? Or be the example of being beautiful to myself and then other people around me. Going back to the two, smiling. Huge. Like attracts like. If we smile, most likely when someone's in a really bad mood, they'll smile back. You know, always know your audience. You know, how do you at least give someone the ability to feel good by feeling good yourself? You know, at that point you have the perception of how do you help someone else. That's my always thing. How do you help someone else? By one thing, physically helping them, but also mentally helping them too. Hey, look, even though you're having the worst day of your week probably, you at least pretend something's good. Is something good with that person? Like yesterday, your hair is great today. You have all these other problems, but your hair looks phenomenal. Oh, I had this done. Like, then her attitude changed. Because we weren't on her problems, more of, hey, what do I do? How to work from there.
I think it's why people go get their hair done and nails, because it makes you feel better.
Makes you feel better.
Yeah.
And that's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
But can you have that feel better attitude everything else you do?
You should.
You should, and also people around you too. Combination of everything, I think. But can people do more of that and starting with just me and then let everyone else kind of benefit from it? But also, I think the other side is, if someone responds to you not the way you expect, it doesn't blow up your whole day. I always go, hey, they're having a bad day, I feel sorry for them. Moving on.
That's their problem.
Yeah, I tried to do my best, hey, sorry. It's not going to change my attitude.
Sorry you're feeling that bad. But think about what caused it.
And a lot of this, you can talk to people, I think sometimes, if they're open to that, you have to be open to it too. You don't want to talk to a closed door. It's going to wear you out versus help them. It's not going to help them at all. So again, know your audience. Are they open to what else can you change to feel again back to beauty, back to feeling better, versus hey, I'm not ready for that yet. It's always up to you.
It could be that somebody brought their problems to this person you're talking to.
Yes.
And they took on their problems underhand. So that makes them feel bad, and it's not even their problem.
So it's like a second person, a second perimeter of people.
Exactly.
It's like your separation. You know? And if you know that, if they can express that to you, hey, how can you understand it's not your problem? You can try to help them, but you not be able to help them. It won't affect you as a person because of someone else's problem. When you and again, I mean, maybe you're an exception to the rule sometimes. When you're confident what you're doing is right for you and a right idea of how to stay healthy, physically, mentally, sometimes you don't want to see that. So hey, look, if you're not ready, I'll wait till you are. You need a call, talk to me, tap your shoulder if you want to. We'll chit chat when you're ready. But so many people in healthcare, for example, psychologists have to see other psychologists. But every day, they'll come like, hey, I'm having a great day. Thanks, see you later. Deal with problems every day. And it sometimes gets to people, so they burn out. So part of their licensing is you have to see your own therapist, I think it's once a month, whatever it might be, to keep your head clear. You know, you have problems every day. So having that training, that required training, keeps them healthy enough to help absorb or help other people deal with their problems. It's draining sometimes. But having that, waking up every day, having your routine, doing your maybe mental or physical healthier states, making yourself feel confident and beautiful, allows you to deal with things that happen throughout the day. We live in a bubble, right? We have things that affect us every day we can't control. It's going to happen. When you wake up and start your day with a positive attitude, like Mary B does, at that point you can actually deal with that and not be affected where ruins your whole day. Right, any questions, though? Nothing? Nothing?
You
Does
just
that
explain it so well we don't have.
But does that make sense?
It does, it does.
And you guys are the exception to the rule. You guys are here. You guys are here, okay, what else can I do? Okay, my grandma lived to 93 years old. I talked to her every Tuesday, 11 o'clock. Better chit-chat every time. She's always grateful, she's always thankful. Sometimes I'm in the best mood. I talked to so-and-so back east today. I talked to this person. How you doing? If I didn't call her, because I got busy or being human, I had something going on, or I forgot to call, she'd call that day and say, I want to make sure everything's okay. I missed your call. How you doing? Call me back. So I feel bad. Call just says, hey, I missed it. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Dang it. Messed up again, grandson. A lot, she had a routine down. When you have your routine down, to keep yourself mentally and physically healthy and beautiful in a sense, at that point I think it allows you to live a healthier life. We're all dealing with problems, health problems. We're all going to get them. But can we have an attitude that, hey, how do I get over this? Not wallow in the misery of, I have a problem. Maybe it's just me. But when you seek other people that are around you that are healthy, they're there to help you too. And help each other stay in a healthier state versus misery loves company state. Alright? Anything else? You guys know your stuff. Again, ageism is a thing out there, and there's more of a movement to help fight that for older people. Not when I say older people over 40 like me that are considered old, because the marketing is someone who's 22, 23 years old, they have a washboard stomach, perfect hair, perfect tan,
No cellular.
perfect eyes, perfect arm, perfect everything. And what happens is it sucks people in that are naive. I have to be that. I spend the money and the drugs and whatever it takes to get there because that has to be my lifestyle. Why do you think Hollywood attracts so many teenagers every year? Why does Hollywood attract so many teenagers every year? Become actors and models and blah, 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 glamour. The vanity of it too. Obviously the money too. But when you're happy with yourself, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
It's a shame because
That's true.
it's a shame because the movie stars when we were young were glamorous and pretty. Now they're all frumpy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's so much smut about them. Where you didn't hear about this with like Joan Crawford, Bette Davis, or Spiro Rand.
And there are still some good ones out there. They're just not the norm anymore.
But yeah, well, they're not norm to them.
Yes.
But they're the ones that are norm to us because they're not in that limelight.
They're still similar to us.
Yeah.
They're still humans, not supermodels or super actors anymore. Like Will Smith. He's on YouTube once in a while. He does other stuff. His kids are doing great too. But he talks to people. He doesn't sit up there on the pedestal like other people do. But again, we're all humans. When you get sucked in that, I think in that lifestyle, that becomes your world. Everyone else considered somewhat of a peon sometimes. Somewhat of a secondary person.
That's where they came from.
Yeah.
The same state we're in.
And realize your character is kind of built in when you're younger. So they may have that attitude going into it. They just maintain that. Even with doctors too, chiropractors. If you went into chiropractic school looking just to go and make money off of people and to help people, when you come out of school, it just reinforces your behavior. It gives you the power to do what you want to do. Sometimes it's the person, not the profession. So as I go try to judge people less and less and less, I go to dinner sometimes and I don't even talk. So I'm not a judger. It's too much work. The more I know, as you guys know, the more you know, the more you don't know. Man, that person might be okay, I just don't know. That person might seem, like I said, might be a bad day for them. I feel sorry for them. They want my help, great. If not, they want my help, great. I'll help them. No, but you can do so much yourself.
Right.
So going back to a lot of, if you look in the mirror and see you're beautiful for what you want to do, if you have off ears like I do, right, sorry, bring myself up again. At that point, you can laugh at yourself and be happy with yourself. I think that's all it really is. And that alone, simplistically, will keep you healthy, and hopefully less medications, and hopefully there to help other people too feel that way.
But you are who you are.
Yes.
Not who you want to be. You are who you are.
Yeah. But it takes people years and decades to realize that.
Who they are.
To realize that the humanism of being human and your unique self is always you. And can you use that to your advantage? Yes. We try to be someone over here, it takes a lot of energy away from you, and it becomes a lot of work. Just being yourself is the key.
Yeah, you can't wish you were somebody else.
No.
You work on yourself.
You can change, you can grow, but you have to realize there's a range where your natural personality, your natural physicality, your natural mentality is only so much. When I came out of high school, even chiropractic school too, I wasn't a talker. I would mumble a lot. I'd just go, I don't want to talk to people. Over time, as I in chiropractic school, I realized if I'm gonna deal with patients, I'd be able to talk to them. God forbid.
You would never have a profession if you talk to nobody.
But how many doctors you know that can barely communicate with you at your level?
Several.
Several.
Over a lifetime.
They can talk doctor to doctor, but not doctor to patient. It takes time to build up, and I say time, that confidence that you can be yourself and still be a doctor and still help people. I deal with interns all the time. Every semester I get about 2 interns. They come in cold, they don't even say a word for the first 2 days. They're just scared, like I don't do anything wrong, I don't get a bad grade. So the doctor, I go, this is called the practice here to make mistakes. Ask questions. Over time, I have 2 right now, they won't stop talking. What is your problem? Now they're overconfident. But they realize I have a safe environment. Like, hey, look, you can make a mistake here, ask the questions here, help out here, and do this, and this. Just don't do this over here. If you don't tell you, then they'll get you out of here. A lot of it is now they're confident that I can be in an office and help patients because I'm out of costume now and actually have fun with it. This is their personality. They're smart enough. The problem when you're in school long enough, you're stuck in the book all day. You're basically your level of confidence based on your grades. Your level of confidence. My level of confidence with them is based on personality with the patients. As they gain confidence, they get more verbal, and they get more. That gives me even more confidence. I had one girl 2 years ago. She messed up on middle of the neck. She started crying on me. Like, why are you crying? It's called a mistake. I do this. I make probably 10 mistakes a day. Because and by the end of her semester, she was blah 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 blah. She did an intro video for my internship program. She wanted an intro video, so she did like a 5-minute video. She was not a talker at all. She did a 180, a whole flip. But it gave her the confidence. I can do this. I can do this. I can do better in school to get over here and over here. But that same thing you're talking to, Mary B, is work within yourself and let that area grow. You know, and I think when you're confident with yourself and what you're capable of, it makes your life easier too. You're not working so hard. Life very, very simple as possible.
Well, it's attitude. You are who you are, not who you really want to be, like somebody else. You know.
Yeah.
That other person may go off and get into trouble, but you still have to live with your own mistakes.
Once you know your character, your personality, and you try to go outside that range, you realize, some people realize, man, I'm tired all the time. I don't feel good. I don't feel like it's me. And yeah, you're correct. So when someone's there to tell them, hey, look, is that really you, or are you just being somebody else?
Yeah, are you taking on somebody else's problem?
And when you're self-confident, when you have self-confidence, self-esteem, that allows you to see that early, so you avoid it. I think one thing of being older as we get older.
You avoid it, or you make suggestions how they can change.
Exactly. You figure out ways to kind of change things around.
Yeah.
I think when we kind of learn that, okay, I am who I am, life becomes very easy, very simple. I don't need this fancy thing anymore. I don't need this thing over here. All I need is this here, and I'm good. It makes it very easy for people to understand. You know, sometimes you'll go to like a dinner party. I went to a birthday party or a graduation party on Sunday. There was generations of people in their 50s and 60s, 30s and 40s, out to teenagers, and also young kids. Older people are more like relaxed the whole time. They're just hanging out, talking to younger kids. The people my age are like running around because they want to make sure things are going right. Everyone's happy there. And I look at the generation, I'm like, those older people, man, they know what's going on. They're just taking it easy. If things happen right, they work well, great. If not, it's not gonna be perfect. You're still gonna wake up tomorrow. You're still gonna be okay. The world's not gonna end. But having that attitude allows you not to beat yourself up, keep yourself healthy the whole time. You don't overstress over it. Stress alone will make your body want to wear itself out and cause conditions and cause problems. When you don't stress about things, the perception is, I'm not going to stress about it. At that point, your body stays healthier, with energy, and you actually look better. You smile more, I think. That's my thing. Anything else? You guys good for the month?
That's good.
So keep up your routine. Your attitude is number one, and helping yourself physically stay healthy. You all look beautiful, sorry. Okay, you all look great. And how to help someone else if you're confident enough to get to the next level too. To see other people and go, hey, look, do you mind having a suggestion over here? You guys are in a group together. What else can you do to help somebody else? And also sometimes it's like, how do you find out what they like to do? And how do you work within their range? And help them get to that better state of mental health first, self-confidence, self-esteem. At that point, do something to make yourself feel more healthy. All right?
All right.
Good. You guys have a good rest of June. I'll see you in July.
Hope this talk helps you, especially if you're in your 30s or 40s like me, understand what's the future for us. How do we look and feel healthy and beautiful and stay and feel young? Right? Show notes has all the highlights to certain topics you want to jump to if you want to. But the show notes also has links to our podcast, of our previous podcasts too, and videos of those. If not, enjoy the week and look and feel young, my friends. Have a good day.